Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into something that literally shapes our entire existence. Habits. Think about it for a second. What did you do when you first woke up this morning? Did you grab your phone and scroll? Or did you stretch and drink a glass of water? These small, seemingly insignificant actions are the building blocks of your life. Your success, your happiness, your health, it all comes down to the habits you practice day in and day out. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt stuck, like you're running on a hamster wheel and not getting anywhere? Chances are some sneaky bad habits are to blame. We all have them. Maybe it's procrastinating on important work, eating junk food when you're stressed, or binge-watching shows until 2 a.m. These habits might feel good in the moment, offering a quick hit of comfort or distraction, but they are secretly draining your energy, your time, and your potential. They're like tiny leaks in a boat. One leak won't sink you, but over time you'll find yourself taking on water, feeling overwhelmed and unable to move forward. The worst part is that these negative patterns often operate on autopilot, holding us back without us even realizing it. They create a cycle of short-term relief followed by long-term regret. But here's the good news. You are not your habits. You have the power to change them. Now, let's flip the script and talk about the magic of good habits. Imagine starting your day with a 5-minute meditation or spending 20 minutes reading a book before bed. Picture yourself consistently choosing a healthy meal over a processed one, or going for a short walk after lunch. These aren't earth-shattering changes, are they? They're small, positive actions. But when you repeat them day after day, they compound. This is the principle of atomic habits that James Clear talks about. Small, 1% improvements might not feel like much on day 1 or even day 10. But over a year, that 1% daily improvement leads to becoming 37 times better. Good habits are investments in your future self. They build momentum, create positive feedback loops, and slowly but surely, they construct the life you've always dreamed of. They don't just add to your life, they multiply your efforts, making success feel less like a struggle and more like a natural outcome of who you are. So, how do we break free from the bad and build the good? The journey starts with a single, powerful step. Awareness. You cannot change what you do not acknowledge. Most of our bad habits are so ingrained that we perform them unconsciously. You reach for your phone without thinking. You grab a cookie without considering it. The first challenge is to bring these actions into the light. For the next week, I want you to become a detective of your own behavior. Keep a small notebook or a note on your phone. Whenever you catch yourself doing something you want to change, just write it down. No judgment, no guilt, just observe. What was the trigger? What were you feeling? What was the outcome? This simple act of observation is incredibly powerful. It interrupts the autopilot mode and gives you a moment of choice. It's in that tiny gap between the trigger and the action that your freedom lies. Awareness turns an unconscious reaction into a conscious decision, and that's where your power to change truly begins. Once you're aware of your habits, the next key is to replace, not just remove it. Trying to just stop a bad habit using pure willpower is like trying to hold your breath indefinitely. It's exhausting, and eventually, you'll have to give in. A much more effective strategy is to replace the negative routine with a positive one. Let SAUVA identify that you mindlessly snack on chips every afternoon around 3 p.m. when you feel a dip in energy. The trigger is the energy dip. The routine is eating chips. The reward is a temporary energy boost and a break from work. Instead of just trying not to eat chips, design a new routine. When 3 p.m. hits and you feel that slump, what could you do instead? Maybe you could do 10 push-ups, walk around the block for 5 minutes, or drink a large glass of cold water and eat an apple. The new routine should provide a similar rewarder burst of energy and a mental reset. By consciously choosing this new action every time the trigger appears, you're not fighting an old habit. You're actively building a new, better one. You're carving a new neural pathway in your brain, and the more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Now, let's talk about the secret weapon of habit formation: consistency. Motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. You can't rely on feeling motivated to build good habits. You have to rely on discipline and consistency. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to show up, especially on the days you don't feel like it. Did you plan to go to the gym but you're feeling tired? Just go for 10 minutes. Just put on your gym clothes and drive there. The act of showing up is often the hardest part. Once you start, you'll often find the energy to continue. The rule is never miss twice. Life happens. You might get sick, have an emergency, or just have a really bad day and miss your habit. That's okay. 1 missed day is an accident. 2 missed days is the beginning of a new, negative habit. So, if you miss a day, make it your absolute priority to get back on track the very next day, no matter what. Consistency is what transforms an action into an automatic behavior. It's the daily repetition that rewires your brain and makes the new habit feel as natural as breathing. A powerful way to support your consistency is to design your environment for success. We are all influenced by the cues in our surroundings. If you want to break the habit of scrolling on your phone in bed, don't leave your phone on your nightstand. Charge it in another room. If you want to eat healthier, don't stock your pantry with junk food. Instead, leave a bowl of fresh fruit on the counter where you can see it. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to drink more water? Keep a full water bottle on your desk at all times. This is about making your good habits the path of least resistance. Make them obvious, attractive, and easy to do. Conversely, you want to make your bad habits invisible, unattractive, and difficult. By curating your environment, you're no longer relying solely on willpower. You're creating a space that naturally nudges you toward your goals. Your environment can either be your greatest ally or your worst enemy in the quest for change. Choose to make it your ally. Let's bring this all together. Your life today is the sum of your habits up to this point. But the amazing thing is, your life tomorrow can be completely different based on the habits you choose to build starting right now. It's not about a massive, dramatic overhaul overnight. It's about making small, smart choices and repeating them with relentless consistency. Start with awareness. See your habits for what they are. Then replace the bad with the good. Don't just stop, start. Focus on showing up every single day because consistency is more powerful than intensity. And finally, set yourself up for success by designing an environment that supports your goals. You are the architect of your habits, and therefore you are the architect of your life. Don't underestimate the power of a single, small, positive action repeated over time. That is the path to real, lasting transformation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope this has given you some practical tools and inspiration to start building a better life, one habit at a time. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What is one small habit you're going to start building this week? Let's support each other on this journey. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.